Shalom, shalom. Before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Bakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well, and peace and blessings be multiplied on all you brethren, pushing this word in all sincerity and in truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and the rest of the men, women, and children that will receive mercy from the Lord in these last days. I'm the brother Dama Gabar, here with another lesson, Lord willing to edify through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Yahweh Shai. All right, as you can see from the title of this article from the People's Voice, it says Brits told to wear mask again as quademic of 4 viruses surge. You see, so hey, this is signs that the Lord is sending more plagues and pestilences, out in the world. That's all part of punishment from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, which, a lot of these things could be, created in laboratories. A lot of these, there's a lot of diseases that this devil Esau possesses that are patented, that are created, in these different laboratories, which we know part of the plans of these elites is to use things like this for their agenda to bring in this new world order, and it serves multiple purposes. One, to bring in that depop agenda, and also they're going to use things like this to put more fear into to put more fear out there, so you people can be terrified, you people can be afraid, you'll be willing to give away more of your rights, they'll be able to, give you more band-aids and more of that stuff, you know what I mean? And they can use this as a reason to, fully lock down the lockdown society again to, to get their agenda across. And you see, and this is just, hey, the times that we're living in, and it's going to get a whole lot worse out here as we get closer to this devil being taken out of rulership. The more that he's being exposed on a high level, the more that these elites feel that, they're being backed into a corner. They're going to start to release more of these type of things to get, the desired results, man. All right, so let's read a little bit of this article. I got another one too to show you what's happening over here on the West, which they're denying, but we know, hey, these devils are never going to be straightforward. They're never going to tell you the truth. They're always going to tell you things to make you feel like you're safe and that there's no problem, there's no reason to panic. But we know, that's all done in disguise. I mean, that's all done in deception, But it says Brits have been issued with a C-era mask warning. They have been urged to consider wearing face masks again as the country grapples with a quademic with 4 viruses surging across the country. Not unusual for this time of year, which, it may not be unusual that this time of the year in the colder months, you have more, people getting sick, more flus, more, pneumonias or whatever. But hey, in these times, these are not going to be your typical, viruses, These are going to be viruses on steroids, viruses that's going to, like Kill Gates said, there is going to be another pandemic, and we believe the next one is going to get everybody's attention. You see, because these particular things that they're going to release, they're going to be on a whole nother level. They're going to be upgraded. They're going to be supercharged. They're going to be, coming out of one of these laboratories to where, it's going to, shake things up. It says the adenovirus, the former Chinese mystery virus HMPV, para-influenza, and the rhinovirus have all seen an increase in cases. It says just a few weeks ago, Dr. Conal Watson, consultant epidemiologist at the UK Health Security Agency, issued a C-era warning. Urging caution, he said, there are many viruses in circulation at the moment, including flu. If you have symptoms of a respiratory illness, you need not to go out. Our advice continues to be that you should consider wearing a face mask. And remember, as of late, you've been having this death kill fog that's been that's been in the news lately, which has been, rearing its ugly head, all over the earth, man, especially over here in America. I'm pretty sure it's over there in, over there across the pond, where people have been, coming in contact with this fog and becoming very seriously ill, having serious cough, respiratory situations, and other, um, symptoms of just being weirdly and oddly sick from fog, and we know that this, could be the work of this damn devil Esau Edom, or hey, it could just be something, a plague that the Heavenly Father is sending out here to, to wreak havoc and to bring judgment down upon the wicked. It says the most prevalent virus currently is the rhinovirus, which can lead to deadly pneumonia in those with compromised immune systems. Yeah, and who are the ones that have the compromise, whose immune system has been compromised? Those that have taken the Band-Aid. And now information is coming out that the people that have taken that basically their immunity has been wiped away. So they're going to be highly more susceptible to these type of, viruses. The more that they're going to be released, the more that, they come in contact with people that have it, or just with the virus in general. And this could be the elite's plan to bring massive amounts of sickness and plagues so that they could lock things back down. You see, and whether it's Esau doing it or whether it's just naturally occurring, it's all the judgment of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You see, and this is why we've been telling you, Jake, man, you need to get yourself right with Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, so that you could, escape a lot of these things. All right. And it says between February 3 and 9, rates of the rhinovirus increased from 10 to 1 to 11.6%. Adenovirus positivity rates also rose by 0.6% from 3.6 to 4.2, while parain influenza saw a similar increase from 0.9 to 1.5. It says reports indicate a startling jump in HMPV, human pneumovirus rates upticking from 4.2 to 4.5% across England and Wales. This uptick occurs along the escalating impact of the notorious norovirus, with health authorities observing a strengthening grip within the UK. You see? So, hey, this might be the time in this season to where, hey, these devils might just start pumping different things out like this around the earth. But like I said, whether it's being done on the left hand or on the right, it's all of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And this is Amos chapter 4, verse 10. I have sent among you the pestilences after the manner of Egypt. And remember, that's another prophecy. That's the Lord has said what happened, that he would send plagues on Egypt, which is America, as before. You see? And, hey, we just happen to be in those times where a lot of these things are about to start taking place because, hey, the fury of the Lord is getting ready to be released out here on this planet, man. It says, your young men have I slain with the sword and taken away your horses, and I have made the stink of your camps to come up unto your nostrils, yet ye have not returned unto me, saith Yahweh. You see? So you know that things like this were written aforetime for our learning, and it's not out of the control of the Most High to bring these plagues on Egypt, as it did in ancient Egypt, to this modern day Egypt, which is America. And shit, pretty much anywhere the Lord wants, if it's his prerogative and his will. You see? So, hey, it's getting around that time where the Lord's really about to start turning things up. And look at this one. It says Ebola ruled out in New York health scare, which, you can't never trust this devil, man. It could very well be that. But of course, like I said, to stop people from panicking and people from going crazy and bringing hysteria, they'll just tell you, oh, no, it wasn't that. And telling you that and, telling you that so you don't panic. But, in the reality of things, this shit is probably being spread all over New York. And remember, New York is a very small and very condensed part of the country, man. People rub shoulders. People are bumping into each other, riding subways. It's a city that's everything is in close proximity. People are living like sardines stacked on top of each other, especially in the city. So something like this could spread very rapidly and very quickly, man. So let's see what this says. It says Ebola has been ruled out as the cause of a health scare in New York after 2 patients were rushed to a hospital by health workers in hazmat suits. The patients were transported. You got to think, why would they put on hazmat suits if, they didn't think whatever those individuals had was something serious, man? You see, and this is, and you can't put it past this devil to do that and to come out and then say, oh, no, we ruled it out. It wasn't that. We kind of overreacted just to keep the people from, bugging out. But hey, if this thing is really what it is, which I'm not saying it is, it might not be, but it just might well be. How crazy things can get in the city and be spread rapidly. It says the patients were transported from a city MD on East 125th Street and Lexington Avenue by emergency workers in hazmat suits after it was believed the patients had contracted the deadly African hemorrhagic fever. Officials later said it was likely the patients had norovirus and not Ebola. You see, so over here you're hearing about this norovirus, just like I was just reading about over there in the UK, to where they got a quademic of viruses going around. So they're advising people to mask up like they did during the Ovid. It says the patients are believed to have had contact with an individual who had traveled from Uganda and had signs consistent with the early stages of Ebola. However, the speed with which the infection then traveled between family members suggested it was not Ebola but norovirus. Neither patient had exposure to Ebola or other factors that would indicate risk. Interim Commissioner of Health at the NYC Department of Health Mental Hygiene, Dr. Michelle Morse, wrote on X. It says Ebola is generally spread through contact with bodily fluids of an infected person or contaminated materials. Its symptoms include fever, vomiting, diarrhea, muscle pain, and internal and external bleeding. Many of these symptoms are similar to those of the norovirus. Although norovirus is usually not deadly, without treatment, 90% of Ebola cases are fatal, you see? And if these devils are really are in the season of, you know, trying to get the job done, hey, that Ebola would be a very, you know, um, a very, I mean, that would be the one that they would want to use to bring panic and hysteria and to get this agenda really popping and really, to gain steam. But like I said, they're telling you it's ruled out, but we still can't rule it out because this is the devil we're dealing with, man. But it just shows you that, hey, man, times are getting crazy. And it is going to be a point to where, hey, pestilences and sicknesses like this is going to be all over the country, man, where people are going to be out here, just out here on the streets, just bodies all over the place, man. They're not going to have enough coroners, and they're not going to have enough, workers to be able to just pick up these bodies as these people are getting, or these people are just dropping all over the place, man. And then that's going to cause more disease, more infections, faster rate of, sickness by it not being dealt with properly, And this is just the times that, hey, we're heading into as we get closer into the end of this thing. So we got to be prayed up. We got to make sure we're moving in the spirit, man, so that, hey, these we can be passed over from these type of judgments and viruses that's going to eventually be all over the place. All right. And this is 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 49. I will send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence to waste thy houses with destruction and death. You see? So, hey, could these things be, what they say they are? Hey, we'll see. All right. We got to just continue to watch and see how this shit plays out, man. But we do see that, around the world, man, it is talk of these quademic and these viruses surging. And we also know that Bill Gates also said that there is going to be another lockdown, another P, and this one was going to get everybody's attention. So, hey, we just have to wait and see if these devils are going to really push that button and really release something out here that's going to, rattle some cages and really make some noise, man. So I'm going to close it there. Lord willing, this was edifying. I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, for putting the spirit in me to do this lesson. Lord willing, you were edified. And to the next one, shalom.